what weapon are you looking forward to?
Ooh, I think bomb strats would be nice to see from these guys.
Yeah, I would like some bomb strats, but maybe just... I mean, it isn't what Buane wants, but I believe that early bow is pretty excellent to see as well. Unless for a bit more early divergence. Maybe
You're so...
these two.
That's true. You're so kind to the runners, though. Early bow, that makes it not a troll item.
Yeah, early bow is... I mean, late bow is terrible. It's like... It's almost as bad as the ice run.
So we already got an early map check, and I think it was Pendant Hera, and the rest two were crystals.
Yeah, it did look like that.
I think they were just normal crystals as well.
Yeah, they weren't Pyramid Fairy ones.
So Buane is just freezing for a bit so we can sync these guys up and make sure the time is the same.
Alright, Game Smart. Well, that's another nice early item to find.
Got a McCain! I can't even say that. Okay, anyway,
I can't do it with a straight face.
No, me neither. I tried though. So this is going to be interesting because it makes it fairly easy to farm for bombs as it uses very little magic.
Yeah, it's one of the slower items to get through escape with quickly, but it means that you'll be able to farm rats, snakes, and the sewers really quickly. It's a very not dangerous item. It's not like you're going to run out of magic. It's not like you're going to get hurt on the way. You'll just be fine and safe.
Sure. Safe and slow. And they're called ropes. I beg your pardon.
Well, excuse me.
I remember I heard that. I was like, that's the dumbest name ever. But okay, I'll have to use it then, I suppose. Farming for bombs a little bit. Oh, gets the 8-drop already. Buane. That's crap. I'll never get used to saying that name.
It's Buane. Just repeat me slowly.
Boy, I kind of did it last time, huh?
Yeah, that was fun, right? Don't worry about it. Anyway, that was from the Green Guard Pirates bag, so I'm sure Fricker will find it soon as well.
Yes.
So,
do the green and purple guards have different like item pools?
Yeah, the blue guards have a different item pool from the green ones. I believe that the short and long sword guards have the same price pack, but I'm not 100% sure of that. But the different color ones at least have different price packs.
Man, you make them sound like lottery winnings instead of guards, but yeah. Ooh, and he gets it. What item will this guard be holding today?
So guards price packs, or like price packs in general, are pretty straightforward in a way. Like in Randomizer they are randomized as well, but there are like 8 items in a row, and each enemy has a 50% chance of dropping the item, and if it drops the first item, it will get set to the second item. So it's just a sequential amount of item or sequential thing.
Well, they cycle through 8 different ones.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
It's a cycle.
Yeah, there's some technicalities about Link to the Past running that I'm still learning, so this is good info for me. Oh, and they got the silvers, yeah. You got that, right?
Yeah.
Cool. So that's gonna be nice, no need to do a slow Ganon fight at the end there, so.
Yep, that means, well, I mean, as long as we get something past the Master Sword.
Yeah, well, we
kind of have still terrible.
What usually happens, well, this is my experience at least with the seeds I've been watching, is that in the early, like, stage 0, stage 1 of the game with Kakariko Village and Minimal Arm, you usually find quite a lot of items, but there's always, like, 2 to 4 items that are, like, eluding the runners for quite a long time.
Yeah, that's the experience that I've had with V29 as well, so it kind of changes at points, but that's the general idea that I've had.
So which items will be eluding us today, you think?
Depending on the crystal layout, it might just be a medallion or the flute. I would not be surprised to see something like that, but it could even be something really straightforward, like the fire rod that just blocks off a few crucial locations.
Yeah, even like hookshot or actually mirror is a tough one.
Yeah, especially if it is required, but Swamp Palace is abundant. Yeah. I mean, the mirror is something that you want to find early, right?
Yes, it makes routing nice. I hate it when mirrors last like kind of like the go mode. Like it's not the go mode item, but it's the item that unlocks the go mode item, and then I have to like look for all the mirror locations.
Yeah, those are all like secluded locations that you really don't want to look for.
So they don't need to kill any ropes, snakes, whatever right now. They have all the bombs they need. They just want to make it through escape as quickly as possible.
Yeah, at this point, it's just rush to the back, open those 3 chests, and then get out as quickly as possible. I mean, that's the perfect part of finding bombs so early. You really don't have to do anything else. You might want to maybe kill 1 or 2 enemies to find a red rupee or something to make routing for Kakariko a bit more straightforward. But otherwise, it's just go mode escape.
Man, that second shot from Fricker there, the rat runs into his shot. That was pretty lucky. So in my experience, these 3 chests are usually nothing. Hopefully it's something today.
Yeah, it really changes. But at least, you know, even hell for money helps a lot. Oh.
Well, that is something. We have no idea if that's necessary or not, but it may point a very slight arrow towards Aga1.
Yeah, I mean, it's way too early to say, considering there's like 20 locations that are easily accessible that could have power glass and hammer. But you never know. It's not something that you want to see early.
Especially like if you have to do Aga, you want to do Master Sword, not Fighter Sword. So yeah.
Yeah, or you want to have like a bow with silvers or a fire rod, so you can at least get rid of the ball and chain guards and red guards really quickly.
Indeed. So it's gonna be interesting to see how much sequence breaking these guys are up to. I'm sure they know dark rooms, fake flip ring, and all those common techniques. So that'll be interesting to see.
Yeah, from experience, I know that Buane likes sequence breaking quite a bit, just fake flip ring, maybe going to Death Mountain a bit early. I believe Fricker is a bit more conservative, mostly relying on his execution to gain an advantage and be able to cleanly clear a lot of locations. So we'll see how much divergence there's going to be. At least we know that at this point both of them are not going to check Lumberjack Cave, so that could be a big surprise at some point.
Indeed.
And that's a nice batch of rupees.
Yes, you want to see that early on. You don't want to see it in like half an hour, but right now it's very nice to get that many rupees. You don't have to farm up for the bottle vendor, you have money for Kiki, and you're starting to get that Zora money as well.
Oh, nice. Even in the bomb triple, this is nice and solid amount of bombs early on. But probably won't have to buy any anymore.
Okay, I'm glad Fricker also went up there because I could not see why Buane was turning around, but it makes sense. It was just a fiver.
Yeah, I mean, it's usually worth picking up money, but not a blue rupee.
Yeah, you even get like the animation. Da 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 da. Oh, look at Fricker. Look, that movement right there, that's exactly how I love doing it. I don't see many do it that way.
Yeah, sometimes I just take the hit. I don't know how to properly escape the guards there.
It's a fine art, my friend.
I mean, getting hit is not a bad thing because you're not in any danger at Kakariko. But
well,
what's faster is better, right?
Well, Quake won't be our a hidden medallion this seed.
Yeah, so I'm not really sure. Some people say that early medallion usually leads that, or that the early medallions are the ones that are required, but I never really get that feeling.
No, that doesn't make any sense. Like, it's... a lot of people read way too much into things that are actually randomized. But, like, it is randomized, but then on the other hand, you need certain items to get certain places, so it's... yeah.
It's hard to say.
It really is. But it's always fun when they get like early flippers, and then they do all the flipper locations, and flippers aren't even like needed, so it's just like a red herring. But the flippers had to be somewhere, so. Yeah,
it's a hard balance to strike whether something actually leads to something or not. I mean, I understand that people try to read into the logic a bit more, because it could give them an edge at some point.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah, we'll see what the red line through this seed is going to be. We don't really have any straight up progression yet, aside from the king, so...
No, Kakariko Village turning out fairly empty at the moment.
And this is kind of a deviation from the norm, as far as I'm concerned.
I've been seeing more mini Moldarm progression than Kakariko lately, but yeah, it's probably just a confirmation bias thing. Ooh, lap.
Oh, yeah, speaking of the little hints towards Aga, I mean, of course, it's still pretty early to call, but Cape and Lamp. I mean, early Lamp is something that you like to see, but it's also pretty scary.
Yeah, we're getting there, we're getting there. Okay, so no bottles, so Sikit will have to remain in his bed for now, and they'll have to go and check the library, and Not shovel game. What's the other game called?
The race game.
Yes, race game. That's right.
So I think that at least Buane will do it blind at this point, considering the amount of progression that he has right now. If he finds a lot in Kakariko, then he'll usually just check what it is.
Yeah,
he doesn't.
That makes a lot of sense to do it blind when you have this short on items. Oh, we'll see if it pays off or not. Fricker's gonna give us a little heads up.
Just a big red.
It's probably gonna take it since he does the race though, as it is adds towards his pull towards Zora.
That's some cost fallacy.
even that kid knows it's trash. It's so funny when there's like a master sword there and he's like, oh, you can take this trash.
Oh yeah, if you're not holding it, it doesn't do anything.
Oh, that's a good point. So I guess your uncle's blind since he had the cane, huh?
Yeah, or he stole it from Blind's hideout.
Oh, that's true. He may be a thief. But blind is oh, wow.
Yeah, there's no honor amongst thieves, right?
That's true. There we go. So far nothing in South Shore, but there's mini mold arm and there's ice. Oh, and there's the wet item.
Yeah, there's still the drained item, then there's mini mold arm. I guess they'll just go to Ice Rock Cave as well. Unless they find the flute.
Yeah, probably. If they get, I don't know, if they get a lot of money in mini mold arm as well, they may fake flipper to Zora.
Yeah, it's kind of weird because we don't logically have access to Zora yet, and we can't do the waterfall cave because we don't have the Moon Pearl. So I'm kind of curious what they're going to do.
Oh, that's right, you need Moon Pearl for waterfall. I forgot about that. So bomb strats for mini mold arm.
Oh,
what?
Wow. Yeah.
How is that not a double?
So have you heard about that new glitch in Missouri Mire?
Yes, it is.
It kind of follows the same principle. At some point, the bomb has like a max altitude, and then it feels like it's on a different z-axis, and so it doesn't hit anything because it's on a different height. It's kind of silly.
No, I understand, but oh wow, they got hookshot and gloves in Mini Moldarm. So again, Mini Moldarm being the hype cave.
Yeah, and that unlocks a whole lot of Death Mountain at this point, actually. So
yeah, that's a good point.
I think they'll be going there after checking Ice Rock Cave.
It would be interesting to, like, you know, if you dip, like, you do Sahar Slash in Eastern first, like, maybe, you know, if you find Mirror Hammer, that means you can, like, well, no, Hammer isn't really useful at this point, but, oh, no, yeah, it is. Like, if you find Mirror Hammer to also do, like, the Hera dip while you're up there. I don't know. Yeah,
I mean, especially if you find the Hammer, you do it when you're there, just because it's ease of access. I mean, if the mirror is in Hera, and it would take ages to get back there later, I think it's just a convenient thing to check at that point. Buenas.
Oh, yeah, don't die. Oh, that crab is out for blood.
Okay, saved. Because of the crab assault, I didn't see what was actually Ninefield Cave yet.
See, Buena's name is kind of similar to Andy's name, so that's why I wanted to kill him.
Alright, there we go. Survived. So Fricker seems to be going to Death Mountain right now.
Oh, Buane.
I think Buane is going to do the Sahasha check.
He's listening to me. We're gonna see if it pays off or not, though. It's kind of weird to say that Sahasha is a gamble at this point. It's really not, but if there's nothing there. Oh, wait, what? He doesn't have the.
He's just checking it to be sure. Just to check what is there now. So he won't have to do it later when he's already in the Dark World and has to do it blind or something.
That makes sense.
It's a quick check on the way to Sahasla and Eastern.
It's very nice to do to have the hook shot at this point, just stunning enemies and stuff. It's when you don't have a sword. It's convenient.
It's great. Hook shot is the best item in the game.
Yeah. I'm like, the items in this game are incredibly well designed. It's really cool how they're very unique and have their different like little perks.
Yeah. I agree. Oh man.
Oh, you don't want to see green pendant thieves down. You want that to be crystal usually.
Oof, not paying off. He's not going into Eastern right now. I guess that makes sense. I usually double commit. If something is inside, if nothing is in Sahara, I'll usually go into Eastern, but
yeah, I think
it makes sense not to.
Yeah, I agree with you there, but again, Death Mountain play for Buane at this point is so tempting, so I can totally see him like just, I'll just go back later. Hopefully I'll have the bow.
Yeah, it kind of makes sense not to, because it's kind of dangerous. You do waste a lot of time if nothing is in there, since you have to double dip it. I think he would be a lot more tempted if it were a pendant, because then you probably won't have to double dip it.
Oh yeah, good point.
When it's a crystal.
I always mess up like the pendant crystal logic and when to enter and when not to enter when playing in rando. So we're gonna see Paradox K from Fricker now. It's 7 items in here, so it's gonna be interesting.
Yeah, I think something pretty much has to be here, but we'll see soon enough. There's the mirror.
There we go. Oh, that means he can do hair afterwards. That's very nice.
Yeah. Yeah, that's
well, he needs. Well, unless it's no, he has lamp. Never mind. Yeah.
He can't actually kill Moldorm yet, though. We don't have an actual weapon.
Oh, good point. Didn't even think about that. All right, so rest. Ooh, finding miss. Oh wow. Okay, so if he gets the Moon Pearl somehow, we can do Dark Death Mountain as well. This is very nice.
All right, that's really interesting. Finding the mids before the Moon Pearl. There's only so many places where it can be, though.
Is Aga dead? Technically not, with the hammer and stuff, but yeah.
Yeah, we don't have the flippers yet, so we don't actually have access to East Dark World, the bot area. It's unlikely. I mean, again, we haven't checked Lumberjack either. We'll probably see that when we find the boots. But... yeah.
Boots and Lumberjack. I'm calling it. No, I'm just kidding. Well, it could happen if boots are not required at all. Anyway, I had a seed where boots were buried by the shovel, and I think the shovel was in a boots locked place. I think the shovel was like on library or something because boots just weren't required at all.
All right, yeah, there can be some pretty interesting logic, or rather, what the seed expects you to do. Right, so where does Fricker go now? Does he go back up to Hera without a weapon to kill Moldorm, or does he go somewhere else? There's still a pretty good chance that you find both items. Then again, I mean, it's hard to say. I like the seed though, because it's actually giving them decisions. Like it is like it wants them to go certain places logically, but you have other options as well. Yeah, definitely. There's quite a bit to do. There's quite some directions to go. There are just a lot of secluded locations. Oh, Fricker going... No, Fricker hasn't been there yet, so he's probably going to do both Shahar and Eastern at this point. Yeah, I would not be surprised if he does both at this point. Especially when he finds out that Shahar Closet has nothing. Yeah, right now he's just going by density. Because otherwise we only have Zora and Akina open, I think. I'm trying to... I think you're right, because they can't use the power yet. They don't need the hammer. Well, they have a mirror, but the... Oh, could they mirror? Could they go to Kakariko, lift up the thing, and be bunny, and then go to... And then do... Yeah, they can actually use the powder now, can't they? No, you can't get out of that area, because you'd have to lift something on either side. Oh, yeah, that's true. Yeah, you gotta lift. Okay, yeah. That would be so crazy if they could actually do that without the Moon Pearl. Yes, Buane did check the floaty island, it was a piece of heart. Or one of them did, I think it was him. I'm not sure if Buane did, but it was 10 bombs. I think Buane is going to Hera right now. I guess it makes sense, because there's less incentive to go to Eastern after you've already done Sahashla. So we're gonna see which of the two plays is going to pay off at this point. Yeah, so Buane needs a weapon to kill Trolldorm, Fricker needs the bow to finish Eastern, so they are both kind of like one item short of completing what they're setting out to do. Yeah, luckily there are 5 weapons that can kill Moldorm, but only 1 bow in the current seed. And ironically, bow cannot kill Moldorm, but yeah. The odds are in Buane's favor, for sure. Well, Fricker has 3 instead of 2 items, though. Yeah, that's definitely true. It's hard to say because, of course, Moldorm can have either the small key for the item in the basement or the item, the second one. It's kind of rough.
It'd be interesting if Agina's actually holding progression, because that's so rare.
Oh, well, there we go.
Obligatory. Is this even randomized?
French vanilla.
Oh, he's just gonna leave.
Yeah, I guess that makes sense. You know, the second chest is. Oh,
no.
He's proving me wrong. I was gonna say that.
Fool out of you.
It's either the small key or the big key, and I don't know if you want to. Yeah, he's gonna leave now, right? He's not gonna leave. Okay.
He's a stubborn young man. Oh, it's time for a coffee. Oh.
Okay.
Well, he's an indecisive young man.
I was already surprised that he was going to do this, but
so
the one lesson that I would teach people, if they would want to learn random, is just don't hesitate. If you go for a play, don't doubt yourself. Of course, sometimes you're gonna make the wrong play, but at least you're gonna be decisive and not waste like 20 seconds by trying to think of doing something and then maybe halfway stopping it.
You'll be wasting time confidently instead of unconfidently. No,
Yeah.
but I see what you're saying though. So we're gonna check Paradox. No, Super Bunny Cave from Buane now, since he has Dark World access with the Moon Pearl.
Yeah, that makes sense. You're already here. You can at least clear it out in one sweep. We're probably going to see a map check at some point as well.
Oh yeah, I'm looking forward to that. So this might mean that this seed is intending for the players to double dip Tower Hera. No, it's a pendant. Maybe not.
Yeah. Well, then again, if a weapon is needed for Moldor when it holds an item, then maybe, but it seems pretty unlikely.
It seems pretty trolly if it did.
Yeah, like Chad said, EP seemed to be a bust, but it's gonna give Buane a small advantage.
Yeah, good point. Okay, so we got... I was just looking for the red ones. I saw the red ones, but I didn't see who... So, we already knew these songs.
Meyer.
Meyer's the last pen. Okay.
Oh, okay, so... Turtle Rock was Quake. So, if we had the hammer, we could enter it.
Oh, wow, that's true. Asking you shall receive. Come on, hammer. Ah.
Oh, boy.
I said hammer. No, but book is nice, though.
That's interesting.
You can check Ether Tablet. No, we can't get the item there, though.
Yeah. Oh, Buane. You cannot enter it. You don't have the hammer. Don't do it. Don't do it. Just walk to the west. Check Ether Tablet.
You might just want to set up the thing and open up the portal, though.
If you cannot open up the portal, you don't have the hammer.
Oh yeah, good point.
You also don't have a sword to actually cast Eve.
It was just a better exercise, okay? It's just lifting a little bit. So Fricker not gonna... Well, I don't think he has... Well, I could put out a bomb, but that's about the only... Oh, and the cane. He has a couple of options for a coffee break, but he's just gonna dodge around instead.
Yeah, it's faster.
Yeah, I guess it technically is, huh?
I mean, 2 menus and all. It takes time.
I think Buane is using his book in conjunction with the music.
Oh, boy.
So that means there's a mushroom on Ether tablets. That's going to be interesting.
Fetch quests behind fetch quests. That's terrible.
Oh wait, what was in that? What was in that basement? Well, it had to be Big Heat. Yeah, never mind.
Yeah, it has to be.
This seed could be incredibly trolly. Like, there are so many things. Like, if Moldorm has an item, if that mushroom leads to an item, there are so many horrible things that can happen in the seed now.
Yeah, this is already a kind of an awkward seed with no actual weapon. Then I think last seed also had pretty late weapon, or pretty late sword anyway. But...
sword never comes on time.
Okay, so the second item in Hera were 10 arrows.
Well, yeah, that's right. That was both items. He doesn't have to check anything else, unless it's like a pedestal seed. But then again, he can't kill troll bomb. So I am the Norwegian guy. Yes, Caster. Oh, Caster! I think I casted a game with you some time back. I remember trying not to say cancer.
Wow. Okay, so we're just gonna see some Feastan overall checks. I don't think he'll answer Feastan yet. He'll probably just go and move towards Hype Cave, see what's in there.
Yeah, so far, Village of Outcast has been nothing, but there's one more area to check, and then maybe Thieves Town. It is a green pendant, and he doesn't have the hammer, but maybe. Oh, and well, he can actually kill Buane with the red cane. It just sucks doing so.
Yeah, it's a pretty bad feeling having no actual weapon.
So ice and turtle rock being our red crystals, getting that double checked.
Yeah. So we're not even close to go mode at this point. We still have quite a ways to go. But we don't really have any dungeons to full clear either.
No, I was going to say we could dip into swamp, but we don't have the flippers, so no. Yeah. Flippers would be an interesting find now, because you'd really want to go mode swamp if you can, but that opens up quite a bit actually.
Yeah, it opens up one chest, to be honest, because we don't have the hammer to actually get any further.
Oh yeah, crap! Wow, it's so hard to think when you're missing so many items you used to just having at this point.
Yeah, it's not as open as it may seem at first. You'd think that just Mids and Darkwold axes would. It's just the base overworld at this point. You have Feastan. Some people, I mean, Fricker doesn't mind entering Feastan at this point, I guess, without the hammer, but some people do.
Yeah, they can do Thieves Town, a little bit of Skull Woods. They're looking forward to getting into Hype Cave, although it's been less than hype lately. But that could change since they're missing so many items.
Yeah. You can answer. Oh no, we can't answer pod.
Actually, they have Gina and Zora still as well.
Yeah, there's still the secluded light world spots, so there is still some things to do, but not all of them are great.
So a little bit of diversion there. They're both kind of starting in the same place, but Fricker, like we see, is doing Thieves Town now, while Buane is going to do the purple chest around. So, and he can check all of the locations on the way because of the mirror, and he can even have a look at the Bumble's tablet if he wants to because of the book.
Yeah. So Fricker only checked the first 4. He found a bottle and a bloomerang. Ooh, look at that.
This K45 seems to have a lot of good items lately. So yeah, this is very nice. That's gonna make, well, once you get technically he could go into pod, but he had to kill Aga first. Oh, he needs a sword.
Yeah, he can't actually get to Aga yet.
Or the whatchamacallit, the net.
Yeah, but you still need a sword to clear the curtain. So you actually do need a sword in this game, right?
Sure, yeah.
Yeah, I guess he might go to Eastern, but he won't find anything there. But at least he gets to full clear it in one go.
Oh yeah, good point. And it is a crystal, so yeah, that's nice for him.
Have we had a sick check yet?
What?
Have we had a sick?
No, we have not. It's true. Oh, nice. So that opens up a couple of other locations as well, actually.
Yeah, we'll see a lumberjack check real quick now. Oh, and Fricker is only taking the dwarf on a loop, not the chest. So this could be really awkward.
Yeah, boots in purple chest. If those boots are actually acquired, that is a very trolly place.
And the sword on Desert Ledge. Excellent.
Well, did find that book, so that means the book was probably, well, Myers a pendant. So yeah, this may be a fluteless seed, and the book might have been a required item.
Yeah, Buane is not on Hype Cave yet. That's actually a good point. I hope you won't forget about that.
He has set up. Has he set up a warp somewhere? Well, he has to have. Yeah, hopefully he doesn't save and quit after this, because then he's gonna have to do the whole loop one more time, unless he finds hammer.
Yeah, I think going to desert was an impromptu decision because of the boots. I think he expected to loop back to Hype Cave after checking Bombo's tablet.
Yeah, that's a good point. Well, it's a good thing that hookshot can kill those enemies. He still hasn't gotten his sword. Oh, okay, I got confirmed.
Oh, fire rod in Hype Cave.
Okay, now the seed is picking up. We're getting somewhere now. Ah, 6 out of 10 Hype Cave maybe? Wasn't too bad.
Yeah, that wasn't bad. That wasn't bad.
Oh wow, there isn't even boots locked, so that gives Fricker another reason not to go and try and find the boots. Can you, Matt? What if like the only thing that's boot locked is the Ganon Tower big key?
That would be pretty terrible. You don't wish that upon anyone.
No, that would give like Buane a huge advantage. Of course, I don't want to like curse anyone here. I'm just picturing some scenarios.
I suppose that once you find a few swords, you'll want to go and check Bombo's tablet as well. So maybe that will link it together with Purple Chest.
True. You need Master Sword, right, to do the tablets?
Yeah.
Okay. Or better, of course.
Yeah, it would be kind of awkward.
You got tempered now, can't do it anymore. Alright, so he has silver arrows to fight Lanmoas with, so that's nice.
Yeah, once you find the bow, and Lamos actually become doable. So Sickid just has a quiver. Okay.
At least he got a visit from not just Link, but also a nice dwarf. Or Smith, I guess. I don't know if he's a dwarf.
Easy escape.
Now, that isn't too hard, and it doesn't look too hard, but it is a little hard to get that cycle. So, very nice job by doing it.
Yeah, getting the timing right is sometimes tricky, but we got there.
And sometimes the arrows despawn because of the lag. I don't know why. It's kind of annoying.
Yeah, a lot in this game causes lag. It's terrible.
So where do Buane go from here? Oh, Fricker's doing it. All right. Oh, and he's even checking the Mad Batter.
Okay, that's nice. He's not orphaning that spot. That's really good. Yeah, Buane is going to finish off Eastern at this point. That's logical.
Yeah, given the bow. Bow was the big find there. Boots are really nice, but bow is the actual progression probably. Oh, speaking of progression, that means that the book so far isn't actually necessary.
Well, maybe for the mushroom.
Oh, that's true. Wow, this seed is interesting. Oh, now this is nice. Now he can go and activate the flute, and this flute to 7. That was like the perfect place to find it.
Yeah. Yeah, he won't be able to check Bombo's tablet, but he doesn't even have the book yet, so I completely forgot about that.
Good point. Where was the book again?
The book was in Hookshot Cave.
Oh yeah, right.
Fricker has not checked Dark Death Mountain yet.
It's actually quite nice to have the boots in Eastern.
But that's quite a nice location. I'm not sure how quickly Buane goes back there.
He'll probably do hookshot at some point, though. Yes, as Eva. Oh, I can't pronounce your name, Eva. is, but pointing out we have like 2 different mobilities on the 2 different runners, which is quite interesting.
Yeah, but he'll get his boots as well, so he'll definitely have a small advantage with this.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I assume that we'll get to see a Mire and Desert check from him as well. So he'll pick up his sword.
Although Mire is not a pendant, so it could just be a red herring.
Yeah, definitely. But again, it kind of depends on how you look at it. If you find items that you see it as a trail to follow. I mean, if I find the food, I'll definitely check out the locations here. It was bombos for a Mire, so we can't enter it yet.
Didn't Fricker get his fire rod? Oh yeah, he did.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he definitely did.
Yeah, this tracker forgot to update it. There we go. Oh, super speed in Eastern. You don't see that too often.
Yeah, but it's great.
I love the super speed glitch. It's such a wonderful glitch. I guess that's a 1.0 only because you needed an item dash to do it.
Yeah. That's correct.
So they're both doing stuff the other players done right now. So what's going to be more interesting? Well, except that Buane will actually be able to complete Eastern because... Oh, Fricker never found the boat because he never took that route.
Yeah, he has. Yes.
No. Sorry, I take that back. Never mind.
Yeah, at this point, I don't even think Buane has the book over Fricker, so the knowledge of both tablets. But otherwise, he only has the Dark Death Mountain checks.
Yeah, he really needs to get into Hype Cave and get that fire rod, and also I want to get the flute from from the bat.
Yeah, and especially the bat might be a location that he won't get back to really quickly.
No, we can't. Okay, I was thinking if Hammer could be in Pyramid Ferry, but it can't because Turtle Rock is hammer locked, so never mind.
Yeah.
That's always fun when that happens.
It could be in Path though.
Yes, that's also fun. Although slightly less trolly. So Eastern is nothing. Except for that crystal, of course.
Yeah, it's good to have out of the way.
And I like this strategy in general, though. If you can't complete a crystal dungeon, go ahead and complete it.
Yeah, it's just solid. You're not wasting any time. Going on things like Eastern Palace doesn't really add anything.
Yeah, I guess that sentence is a little bit more tricky if it's Swamp or Ice we're talking about.
Yeah. I mean, then it becomes like, do you do Pendant Thieves over Crystal Swamp if you have the opportunity? Both feel pretty bad, but which one feels worse?
Yeah, that's a good question. That's a very difficult question to answer. Oh, Pedestal Hammer. That is an interesting option. And a possible one.
It can be if the Thief's Time small key is not in the big chest.
Yes, that's true.
Okay, so Buane entering Thieves. That's interesting. He still has quite a bit to do. I'm almost afraid that he's forgetting about Hype Cave at this point. But...
Oh yeah, yeah. Well, actually, he has to go this way because he doesn't have the hammer, so he's probably hopefully going to go Hype Cave after this.
Yeah, definitely.
Maybe even check the batter first.
Yeah, the problem is that if he goes for the bat, then he loses his Dark World portal. So he would have to walk all the way back up to the portal. So I'm not sure how he feels about that. I think that's the main issue he's struggling with at this point.
Good point.
The Mire Medallion was bombos.
So, Fricker is going to go into Skullwoods now, which none of them has done yet. Skullwoods seemed to be more lucrative before this version, but still see runners go in there. Oh, we can actually complete it. Yeah, we have the fire rod.
Yeah, he has fire rod. He has a sword. It's ether. Okay. I'm not sure
That's
what was in
one
the very first chest, but that's at least one item.
I think he's
the big
missing one. Oh, yeah. Nice gets the bomb jump there. And a map is his reward.
Okay, so Buane also only checked the first 4. He's going to do the boots checks now. That makes sense.
Yeah, this leads him further away from Haikyuu though. But none of the runners have done these checks, so this is gonna be interesting. Oh, he doesn't. He has the cape. Why does he not check? Maybe he'll do that.
I think he's
on the
just
way
doing it
back.
backwards. Yeah.
Okay. Because that cape might actually have been needed. Oh, that was the second item in Skull now, just a bomb upgrade, so both items have been found.
Okay, well at least... Well, we didn't need ether actually, so that's not going to be helpful.
Yeah, true. I was like, I use ether when I go through the gauntlet in Ganon's tower, but that's just my strategies.
It's useful, but it's not a logic.
Alright, so Graveyard Ledge. It's gonna be interesting. Very trolly location.
Yeah, at least with the boots it's easier to link together, but... Okay, another bottle.
Ah, nice, but not necessary. We're gonna have a fighter sword Mothula from Fricker, because he doesn't have a lot of magic to... Unless he has some green goo himself. I'm trying to remember if there was any goo in his...
I think he does. And yet, I think that he at least has a fairy, so he should be safe.
So this is always a tricky fight, but these are some very competent runners, so I'm sure we'll be fine. So boot's not unlocking much in terms of progression for Buane there with the boot locked locations.
Yeah. Yeah, Buane has been running dry a little bit when it comes to fighting items, which is kind of good, because that means he is going to be led to Magic Bed and Hype Cave sooner.
Oh,
there's the hammer.
It was necessary. And Fricker with a very nice Fighter Sword Mothula.
Yeah, that was really clean. Especially with Fighter Sword. Nothing to scoff at.
Well, actually this is good for Fricker though, because he's probably gonna go over here next, out of Skullwoods. Or might even check the pedestal first. No, he doesn't have the book, never mind. Well, now it's gonna be much easier to check Hype Cave. This is the one item that was okay for him to find.
Yeah. Yeah, it also makes it easier to check the path.
Oh yeah, true.
But again, he doesn't really have any reason to go back to Kakariko at this point.
Well, he hasn't done hammer picks either, so...
Oh yeah. Oh, that's a really good point.
Just a red rupee, I think.
Yeah, no lumberjack not required. So I think this means that, yeah, this definitely means that Aga is dead as well. So no Aga Tower today. So
well, here comes Hype Cave at least. Yeah, true. Aga is officially completely dead. Of
so
all the item dashing. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No, Buane. Oh no.
Oh wait, what? He did not check Hype. What?
Oh no.
I think he just completely forgot about it. Yeah, this is really bad. Wait, is there anything in Hype Cave that's gonna help him in Pond? No, it's just a fire rod. That was important, right?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, so... Okay, so it's not the end of the world. Unless he as long as he remembers it later, because it's really quick for him to go to Hype Cave with the hammer.
Yeah, I really hope he remembers at some point. Also, Fricker water walked to the east side, skipping by all the mirror spots and the bumper cave, so both are making some mental derps at this point. So we'll see which one catches up first.
Well, he's gonna do Zora without flippers. It's fairly quickly when you have the boots, but it's also not that common to see.
Yeah,
the swamp.
Yeah, go ahead.
No, swamp is a crystal, so that those flippers are a required item.
Yeah. Yeah, we need flippers, ice rod, and bombos at this. Oh wait, we don't need bombos. I am kidding.
Oh yeah, well maybe if Myra has flippers, for example.
Yeah, sure, but just for getting into go mode, we only need 2 more items to be in no mode.
Oh, he's not saving and quitting?
Yeah, he probably wants to preserve the portal to get to the Dark World and enter pod.
Oh yeah, that makes sense. Oh yeah, he doesn't have the hammer, so he doesn't want it, yeah. Alright, I haven't paid much attention to Paul right now, but I don't think he's found anything as of yet that is important.
Yeah,
usually
just keys anyway.
Yeah, keys and dungeon items. Oh, he's gonna have to go right side now, he's out of keys. That's some good routing though.
Yeah, there's a couple ways to route pod. This is probably the default way. It's pretty safe. Never gonna run out of keys.
Yes,
No worries.
and you have a good setup for getting into the right side as well. Gets to run through the whole thing. Very nice. Yeah, so Zora is basically doing multi-level marketing. He's always scamming people for the most part.
He's a terrible being. Never gives you anything.
Nope. So Freaker's gonna go ahead and do the pyramid check. He's gonna get his super speed going. He's like Superman or Super Link. Oh, there's Bombos. Oh, you don't want to find that.
Okay. Oh, that opens up Turtle Rock. Oh wait.
No,
that was the mission wire. Oh man. Oh,
that's why I don't want to find it.
Yeah. But it is kind of a lead, right?
Well, if Myers nothing and he forgets to check the ledge, the bumper cave ledge, then oh.
Yeah, but it's kind of interesting that you find both food and bombos.
Yeah, that is. So yeah, we are really close to no mode. We're just missing the ice rod, right?
Fricker does not have enough money for Kiki.
Oh no! Oh no! Oh, time to do Eastern and find some money in there, I guess.
You can use the rupee floor. There's 90 rupees in here, so you should be good.
Oh yeah. I always forget that room exists. This is quite an interesting seed, actually.
Yeah, I agree. Another fairy.
Like, it's not super trolly, it's just like kind of odd logically.
It's all over the place.
And we haven't seen like we've seen mostly divergence the whole time. We've seen very little like convergence except for when it's just all normal. Or I mean all like natural.
Yeah. But it is going to be interesting to see, like Chad says, who is going to remember the location that they forgot first. This is going to be kind of awkward if both are going to skip past their respective necessary location multiple times.
No, there are rupees to farm. There we go. Okay, good job. I think he was trying to farm the enemies.
It doesn't seem to be anything in bot yet. So...
That's the second time he's doing right side. Oh no, that was just the other mimic room. Never mind.
Oh, this is not key sanity, where you sometimes have to do the right side multiple times so to save a key.
That was just looking away and then looking back, and it looked like he was like in the same mimic room again. It's like, wait, what's going on here? So, yeah, red mail bottle in a ferry, not much else in pod for now.
We're still only on Fighter Sword as well. That's
Oh
kinda
yeah,
curious.
good point. Sword has been the red herring here, or not the red herring, the whatever it's called. Well, Flicker's gonna silver arrow his way through the stealth crap. I don't remember the name of these enemies.
Armos?
Yeah, I think it's Armos. And before I could remember the name, he's finished it. So they're kind of in the same place right now. I think Flicker's gonna do pod as well now, so.
Yeah, that would make sense. He cannot finish it though, because he doesn't have the hammer. So he'll have to double dip this as well. It is going to cost him a little bit.
This is helping Buene's lack of flute a little bit.
Yeah, Buane has been able to link things better, single dip locations, but yeah, Fricker does have a few crucial or possible crucial items.
So if you're going to a party where there's a lot of snacks, you want to party with Buane because he won't double dip.
Yeah, exactly.
Here we go. An analogy, people. Alright, so Buane really needs to go to IPK right now. That's basically the... Well, he has the hammer. He can technically dip Turtle Rock. Oh, that would be
You don't want to do that without the fire rod. I mean, you don't want to do it without the ice rod either, but...
Especially not without the fire rod.
Yeah.
So where do you think the ice rod is?
Ice Palace.
Yeah, that's fitting, and it's probably true. I'm gonna say big chest in swamp, and the big key is on left side.
You are a terrible human being.
Yes, I am. I'm glad you said it. But I've seen it happen a couple of times now. Specifically with Ice Rod, actually. Oh, he's gonna find Bombus as well. Well, he doesn't even have the flute, so it's not that big of a deal for him.
Yeah. I think he'll find the flute before he finds Fire Rod.
Oh, wow. Yeah, he's going... Oh, wow. Buane, you haven't checked Hype Game. Like, I can understand Fricker not checking the north, like, Graveyard, Ledge Bumper, Cave Ledge yet, because they're kind of a little bit out of the way, and he's probably going to come back to that at some point. But Hype Cave, you get the feeling that he thinks he's checked it. That makes it a lot harder to, like, go back to, because you've kind of mentally hooked it off on a list in your head.
Yeah, that's probably exactly what happened. He probably went with the purple chest, thinking, I'll just drop this off, then go to Hype Cave. Then he found the boots. I was like, oh, I can go to desert. But he never... Yeah. I mean, of course it's hard to say what he exactly thought, but I can imagine that's what happened.
Yeah, I agree. Oh, he's probably gonna mirror his way to Zora now, yeah. Get himself scammed as well. So he will finish Zora area before Fricker finishes Pod, probably. So it's gonna be interesting to see where Buane goes from there. As you said, Turtle Rock isn't really a viable play. And he can't really do Skull without the fire. He can dip Skull if he wants to, but that's about it, really. I guess he can finish Thieves Town if he wants to.
Yeah, that might be tempting if you have the hammer.
Oh, he has Bombos, he can go to Ice. No, he doesn't have the... Well, he can fake Flipper Ice, but I don't know.
Yeah, when you only miss a couple of items, I'm not sure how tempting it is to go to Ice Palace. Fake flipping.
Alright, so going to Sank? Maybe Skullwoods.
Yeah, probably Kakariko area. So we'll see what he does then. Maybe he does Bat before.
Oh yeah, that would be nice. Bat, I don't know if he's done Sicked, and he might finish up Thieves Town, actually. Well, no, he won't, because he's gonna get the flute, so he's probably gonna go to Mire with the Bombos. Or the Mire area, at least, to get those items. Buane can afford to lose this game, though, because he is 1-0, so he can lose one and still be able to beat his opponent in the final results of the matches.
Yeah.
Fricker, on the other hand, cannot lose another game or he's out of the tournament.
Yeah, it is single elimination. I mean, best of 3 makes it a bit more lenient, but it's still a bad feeling to be behind the game, or even to get equalized.
Indeed. Yeah, he's totally gonna check bat now. I can't believe he won't do that.
Yeah.
Could Ice Sword could be at Ped actually.
It could be, yeah, but I would not expect it.
No, that is highly unlikely, but it could happen and be very trolly. That's the only thing I think that can be on Ped that these guys actually want. Or maybe a sword. But then again, there are like 2 other swords that has to be somewhere, so probably not gonna need that. Like they can enter Ganon's tower with Fighter Sword, and if there's 1 sword on Ped, and then, you know, there has to be like some swords in Ganon's tower almost.
You would expect so, yeah. Especially at this point, when you're almost an hour in and only found 1 sword.
So Fricker's he's gonna find his book now, I think in Hookshot Cave. And he might go, no, he can't get his fungus either. He still needs that sword.
Yeah, and he also cannot enter the rock because he doesn't have the hammer. So we'll be waiting for a little bit more until we find our actual progression.
We're gonna have the Song of Our People from Buane here playing to release the duck. The goose is loose, or something like that.
Alright.
Now, is it a goose or is it a duck?
It's a duck. It's a swag duck.
Alright. Okay, so he did go to Meyer. He's gonna check the shed. He's probably gonna check the, what you might call it, checkerboard cave. And then, I don't know. Don't know if he's actually gonna go inside.
I think he might. But I don't think he's going to be happy about it.
Oh, Fricker's gonna do the north side now. He's gonna find his hammer, I think.
Yeah, that does look like it.
Which means he's gonna have to go back into pod.
Yeah, that will give him a really sizable advantage.
Yeah. Until Buane actually... Oh, he's not gonna go into Meyer, I think. Oh, Agina. Okay. Did Fricker do Agina?
I don't think
Buane,
so, no.
I think Buane did Agina earlier when he was going into what you call it? To desert.
No, he did desert, but he never.
No, I had to bomb it open, so yeah, no, he didn't. Well, it's nothing. Now Fricker's gonna find his hammer, so he's gonna pull back ahead now, I think. But it's still pretty close, though. It really just hinges on when Buane realizes that he needs to go into Hype Cave.
Yeah, that's really it. But it's a difficult question. Once you check something off in your, once you check something off in your mind, it's really hard to actually get back to it.
Oh no, he's going into Meyer. Well, he has everything he needs to complete it, and hopefully for him there's like the ice rod here or something. But yeah, that's the only thing that can be here that would help him. Oh, flippers! They need flippers too.
Yeah, they definitely need flippers.
Okay, you could find flippers in Meyer. Yeah, 2 whole dungeons are blocked by flippers right now. 1 can be sequence broken, but it's not very nice.
Yeah, no.
It's not very polite to sequence break with.
And it doesn't really make sense to do it when you only need the ice rods or the fire rod.
Indeed. Okay, gets in front of that fireball, so that's nice for Buane. I hate getting stuck behind that. Although it's not too difficult to get ahead of it. So it's going to be interesting to see if Meyer's anything. There's only 2 items in Meyer and a whole lot of chests, so Big key already, which means that Vitrus might have an item, actually.
Yeah, that's a thing.
And Myre's a long dungeon, too.
Yeah, there's quite a few ways that the items can fall that you really don't want them to fall.
So, where does Fricker go? Does he go into Myre too? Or he's gonna dip. He could dip Turtle Rock, actually. He's thinking about it.
I think it would make sense to just finish off Path while you can. I mean, at least you have to do it. Get it out of the way. And otherwise, I would be tempted to just go into Turtle Rock.
Oh, he's going to Myre. I was gonna talk if Buane had set up the glitch, but it doesn't have the fire rods. It doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, you actually cannot do it.
Well, yeah, Fricker hasn't done Chicken Board Cave because he didn't have the mirror, I guess. Whoa. I don't know.
I think he did. Maybe he just forgot about it.
Yeah, I don't remember him going in there, but I don't think there was any reason he shouldn't.
No items from Buane, I think.
Wow. Okay, so that means, well, there's two chests left before Vitrus, so he could still be lucky and not have to fight the boss. Again, though, Ice could be on pedestal.
Yeah.
Oh, none of them had done Agina. Okay. Oh, flippers!
Okay.
It paid off. Oh, but that
Okay.
means he's gonna go into Ice without Fire Rod. Ugh. And be
Yeah.
looking for Fire Rod, which means, like, if Fricker dips Myre, he's actually gonna be in Go mode. Oh, well, no, it's the Ice. Never mind, never mind. Oh, and no Fire Rod here sucks.
Man, this is quite a race.
It's definitely still a race. Man, I wonder how much time it's gonna take until Buane figures out that he needs to go back to Hype Cave, or go into Hype Cave.
It might take a while. He has an emote of Myre shit for a reason.
Oh, it's Vitrus.
I don't think he wants to do that.
No, he doesn't.
He has
Wow.
so much over to them now.
Huh, interesting. Like, I'm thinking like, oh, if he just found the fire rod, he could start full. He could like go moding swamp and ice, but he can't because it doesn't have the ice rod. So, oh wait, where is he going? No, never mind.
He's
He's going ice. Oh crap! I thought it was gonna like remember Hype Cave for a second there.
This way is interesting though. This is actually faster than. Oh, he hasn't done Hope yet.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah, he's gonna do the water
he has
stuff.
he has all the flipper checks.
If he finds ice here, that's gonna be so bad for him because he's gonna start not go moding these items, these dungeons he could go mode because he forgot about Hype Cave.
Just no money. That's one rich hobo.
Yeah, why are you living under a bridge? You could buy a castle, dude. I guess he maybe just sold his house and he doesn't have any place to stay in this game. Now he can't even buy a house. I don't know why he gave all that money to Buane. That makes no sense.
To save the world.
True, he's fighting for a noble cause. Buane's like, dude, I already checked Zora.
That warp is terrible.
Oh yeah, I hate that. Alright, nothing there.
So I guess we'll get an ice play now.
Ice or swamp? Swamp has to be... Never mind. I was just thinking swamp has to be more lucrative given that he doesn't have the fire rod, but he doesn't care. He's just gonna go bombos all the way.
Yeah, was Ice Palace with bombos or Swamp Palace without a good sword?
Sorry, we're not commenting much on Fricker here, but he's double dip pod, and we kind of already knew what was there from when Buane was there. So after he's done with pod, it's going to be very interesting to see if he's actually going to go to Meyer or where he will be going.
I think he might just go into Turtle Rock.
That is an interesting play, and if Turtle Rock has the ice, that means that is a good play for him as well.
Yeah, that means flippers away from Go Mode. And being able to Go Mode Swamp Palace and Ice Palace is a great thing.
Indeed. Alright, so if this first chest here has a Smoky, it's gonna make routing a little bit better for Buane here. Oh, the very useful map. Well, at least he has the hook shot and the hammer, so that makes this quite a lot easier.
Yeah, it's pretty straightforward.
Oh, and the red cane, he doesn't even have to do the bomb jump if he doesn't want to.
I wonder what Fricker's going to do now. Maybe hammer back to Thief's Stand?
Yeah, I was thinking maybe finishing Thief's Stand. He has the hammer, but... Oh, there we go. He's going for the Thief's Stand gamble. What it could pay off is if Ice Rod is in here.
I mean, it's not really a gamble, because there's no crystal dungeons he can complete. So, I guess Thief's Stand is still pretty lucrative.
It's as much of a gamble that Myra is, and it's faster, so it makes sense. We will have a bomb jump here for Buane. Let's see if he sets it up right. That looks good. Nice.
Yeah, the setup is a little bit different with Fighter Sword.
Oh yeah, I actually used I look at the sprite instead of the sword.
Oh, right.
But it only works with the Link sprite though. But luckily he has a Link sprite.
I didn't actually notice that they are using the same sprite. That's a good choice.
Yeah, after I learned that bomb job with the sprite setup, I cannot like take a fun sprite to play anymore. But man, he just got that at the very last second though. Like that pixel up and down was, yeah.
Yeah, the Ice Palace bomb jump can be pretty finicky.
Alright, so we're gonna go to this right side of ice now. This is where most of the items are, so this is gonna be interesting. He may just find a bunch of small keys though, which sometimes is the case.
Yeah, I would not be surprised.
Okay, so this is interesting. They're both like going to new places we haven't seen before, so we're gonna try and keep track of both of it at the same time. So just a piece of heart for now in ice. That's the first item?
Yeah, that's the first item.
So 2 more in ice. I don't know how many items they have found in Thieves before. I guess it's 1 or 2. Yeah, okay. Well, they needed the hammer. It's a good thing that princess can run.
Yeah, it's a fast maiden. Just a big 20 though.
Big key on Buane's side here, so that means he can check the big key chest. Oh, he's gonna bomb jump now?
No, he's gonna check Ice-T room now. Don't walk.
Oh yeah, he wanted to do that first. Yeah, that makes sense. I was like, why didn't he just go across? But yeah, the Ice-T room. Man, routing ice is always interesting.
Yeah. It's a terrible place.
Wow, that pun was horrible. Oh, shovel, everyone's favorite object. So meanwhile, we have a pretty nice textbook fight here from Fricker. Fricker is a very good NMG runner as well, so yeah, only taking like 1 hit or none hits. That was a very clean blind fight.
Yeah, it was a bit on the light, but it was pretty close to optimal. Unfortunately,
he's only rewarded with a bomb upgrade, but that green pennant might be something for Shahashalash.
I would not be surprised to see that check pretty soon.
Why did he take the blue cane out?
I don't know. Kind of looks like a hammer.
Yeah, I guess he wanted to do that. Okay, there we go. Matt, has he... Yeah, so it was a heart... He has to have found 2 items now. I think it was just a heart piece and some arrow upgrade or something.
Yeah, something like that.
At least it's a crystal dungeon, so he'll be able to complete that at least.
Oh, he should the shovel. Hello. Oh man, I am.
Oh yeah, the shovel. Sure. I completely forgot about the shovel too. That's how important that item is.
Well, Fricker's actually going to tomorrow now.
We're still okay. Also, we talked about that we need ice rod and flippers. We also need a sword. And if they find a sword before going into Ganon's tower, then ice rod might be behind the fungus. Because that's on the ether tablet. Oh, and Buane's got to be careful. 2 hearts left.
He has a fairy or 2, so he'll be okay. He'll be okay.
I hope you're right. Man, 2 hearts even on Red Mall. That's vicious. There we go. Nice. Wait, did Fricker... Did he not go into Mire?
Apparently not. I'm not sure what he was doing.
Why is he... What's he doing over there? He's finished Pod and Easter. Oh yeah, green pendant. Never mind. Yeah, it makes sense you want to check this before going into Mire. And if it has Ice Rod, it's gonna go straight to Turtle Rock. Oh, Master Sword! Oh, it could be Fungus Ice Rod now. The dream is alive. Does that mean that not Turtle Town, Thieves Town? Oh man, we need a Turtle Town dungeon. That'd be great. I can imagine it right now. No, but that means that Thieves Town is required?
Maybe. There's still quite a few locations left. We haven't seen the entirety of Swamp yet.
True. Oh, the swag strats.
Just okay.
Ah, buried hidden treasure.
Okay, Buane. Just go into the portal.
Oh.
Go to the right.
Oh, okay, so gotta go swamp now, but will he remember Hype Cave? Send your swag ducks to Buane.
Nope.
No, wrong way. Oh, crap.
Losing by forgetting a location is the worst feeling ever.
Oh yeah. I was in a race and someone sometimes you open up in Blind's basement in like Kakariko village or whatever it's called, Blind's hut. Like sometimes you bomb open that wall, but you just forget to go inside and actually open the chest. And if something's in there, that's a horrible feeling.
Yeah.
Alright, well, if... There's not a lot of stuff that can be in here to redeem him from this play, actually. Because he might just full clear the whole thing, looking for Fire Rod and Ice Rod.
Yeah, what else does he have in Logic? He has an item on Patrius, he has Thieves Town. He has the front of Turtle Rock.
Yeah, a Spike Cave, actually. No one's checked Spike Cave.
Yeah. And he hasn't checked Skullwoods yet.
Oh yeah, true. His opponent's finished entire Skullwoods. Well, entire, it's not that big, but yeah. Well, they're actually gonna meet up in Swamp now, it seems.
Yeah.
Which means they're gonna have... Yeah, so Fricker is actually gonna... Oh, maybe not. No, yeah, he's going that way. Fricker's actually gonna have to, like, full clear Swamp, or most of it at least. Looking for the Ice Rod. But Fricker's 1 item out for Go mode. Buane is 3. Or, well, no, 2 more. He needs... No, 3. He needs Ice Rod, Fire Rod, and a better sword.
Yeah. Yeah, the chances are a lot higher that Buane actually immediately does left side.
And yes, no one's checked pet either, so we don't know. Now he could find a sword in here as well, of course.
Yeah, there's still 2 swords out in the open.
Okay, no left side yet. But he might come back for that later. Man, this is kind of... It's like, when will he go to Hype Cave Seed? Well, he's sure making Hype Cave hype.
That's for sure.
Maybe that's why he's doing that. Return it to its former glory. Make Hype Cave great again. No, sorry.
The one time it's actually there's actually anything in there.
Yeah, that's a good point. It's been so empty lately, and the one, yeah, wow. So far, Swamp is just nothing. And he's found a lot of items, too.
Yeah, I think only the compass was the attention item.
There's not only like 2 items left or something?
3, I think. No, 2. Yeah, you're right, 2.
I'm not sure if I'm right, but yeah. Oh, is this going to be the menu fight we're looking forward to?
There goes your menu time.
Someone should like clip together one of these fights and remove all the menuing just to see how fast it actually is. It's being pretty bold with how close he is to Argus there, but it's working so far.
Yeah, he is. He's done this before.
Oh yeah. You know how the horse moves in chess?
Yeah.
This thing. Well,
right.
Considering his equipment, that was a very quick fight.
And another sword.
All right, good. Then he's not gonna have to do Thief's Town then. Well, it means that Fricker will be untempered, which is quite a nice upgrade for him to go into Ganon's Tower and those areas.
Yeah, there's a decent chance that... Well, like, there's a decent chance that Buane doesn't find something.
Indeed. But having silver arrows, yes, Master Sword Ganon is no fun, but when you have silvers, it's not that bad.
Yeah, it's a tad slower than tempered. Not as slow as having to do all the Thief's Town and go to Harshnam.
Yeah, that's a good point. Well, we don't know though. He may actually go in there just looking for Fire Rod or something.
Yeah, I mean that's the likely case, but we're hopeful.
So it's time for left side, and the unfortunate part of doing left side this way is that you don't have the small key that you kind of stole that goes to the back, so you have to go all the way around, back and forth. So I'm pretty sure Fricker's gonna do left side too, because he's still looking for that ice rod.
Not sure actually. He still has Ice Palace too, so you might do that beforehand. There's only one item left, right?
Yeah, true. That sword looked like a shovel for a quick second. It was really weird animation glitch there.
It's a sign.
Yes, it's like the frying pan in PUBG is like a really good weapon. The shovel is actually a tempered sword.
I thought it was the hammer.
I don't know how that logic made any sense, but just bear with me, guys.
Well, Fricker is actually coming back. He's being really secure.
Alright, so my prediction was Ice Rod in big chest. Not big key chest, but big chest in Swamp. with big key on the left side, that can still happen. Well, actually, the big key is on the left side, so half of that is true.
Big key could still be in the big chest.
Oh yeah, that's true. Oh, I hope not.
But
That's kind of lame.
we're gonna see soon enough.
All right, so far so good.
Uh-oh.
Wow, if this actually happens, that'd be so funny. Yeah, that guy doesn't die because reasons.
Yeah, when you fall, the dash turns into poke damage, and then you don't do enough damage to actually kill the bug.
Yeah, it kind of makes sense, but I don't know. All right, here we go.
Oh,
Almost.
okay. Move north. He's not gonna do it. No.
At this point, like thinking about Hype K is so far away. Oh, Turtle Rock without fire on? Oh no, maybe Spike. Oh no, Ether Mushroom. Yeah, we can do Mushroom and then Spike and then turn in the Mushroom.
Whoa, those dodges. We're almost racing.
Oh, he never got back to Hera, I think, to do the basement either.
No, there's still one item there. I'm not sure if he's going to do that though.
There's only one item left in Mire.
Yeah, one item left in Mire, one item left in Hera. I mean, we know it's 10 arrows in Hera.
Wow, what if Ice is the last item in Mire and they were supposed to complete it?
Yeah, everything's possible.
I love that sound when you get a mushroom in your hand. Da 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 da! A mushroom! Oh, he's gonna go for the coffee break. Well, Ice Rod certainly is the elusive item in general. Fire Rod, not that elusive, just elusive for Buane because he forgot about Hype Cave. So where does Fricker go now? That's the question. Oh, he hasn't done ice himself. Yeah, okay, there we go. So again, both gambling on things we know won't pay off, but he's gonna have to finish ice eventually anyway. Also, if you'd never played this before, and I told you we're looking for an ice rod, and there was a dungeon called Ice Palace, you'd be like, yeah, it's probably in there, bro.
Yeah.
Especially the bro part.
I mean, it's kind of weird that the ice rod that you need for like the last dungeon before Ganon's Tower is just somewhere in the overworld.
Also, it's kind of weird that the ice rod is needed for like a boss that like is in a dungeon that's nothing to do with ice.
Yeah.
Come on, Zelda developers, you can do better than this.
Don't diss this game.
No, and it's too late, I think. No, but seriously though, like in terms of item game development, this game is incredible. Like the items are so nice and cool, and yeah, opens up interesting things in place.
Yeah.
Wow, that bomb was like in just the peripheral vision of actually explosion triggering that switch. Okay, so it's Spike next, and then I have no idea what Buane is going to be doing.
Probably Thieves then.
Oh, yeah. Well, it's going to get tempered from it at least. Ah, Fricker taking some damage there, but he's going to get through it just fine. He's going to set up a bomb jump now.
He probably took intentional damage there to be able to line up for a perfect dash.
Oh, yeah, true. Oh, just hearts. And it's rewarded with a piece of heart.
Nice. Oh, we're going to see Turtle? No, okay, never mind. He has the flute.
But where does he go? Maybe Thieves sound like you said. Oh yeah, mushroom. Jinx!
Our short-term memory today has been immaculate.
Yes, indeed. That's not something I pride myself in having.
So not the mushroom.
So much for the fetch quest. It's incredible how little that fire rod is actually locking.
Yeah. Just the crystal and skull woods and a part of Turtle Rock.
Oh no, he's going skull without fire. Oh wow, I thought he was gonna go to Thieves Town.
It kind of
We
makes
know
sense.
this is absolutely nothing.
And that's Ether.
Oh yeah, yeah, sure. Okay, doing back first, which is a good strat, but when you don't have fire rod, well, whatever. Oh, shovel for Fricker now. Okay, so again, if Fricker wins this game, they're gonna go into game 3. I don't know exactly when. I don't think that's scheduled yet, but we'll see.
Not.
Then again, if Buane pulls it off, he's gonna... That's it. Yeah.
Yeah, even if he finds the fire rod now, though, it's going to be a really close match.
Yeah, because of how elusive that ice rod has been. But if Fricker finds, like, I don't know, he just goes to Turtle Rock after this and finds ice rod in there, then it's gonna be really hard for Buane to catch up. He's gonna have to do Skull Woods and go into Turtle Rock himself.
Yeah.
Oh, and now he's gonna go into Thieves Town, for sure.
Yeah, and Fricker's execution is good enough that it's really hard to catch up to that. So after Ice, Fricker doesn't really have a whole lot to do anymore. He has one item at Mire, and I think he's done most of the overworld.
Yeah, it's Spike Cave, I think, for him, and then it's basically Turtle Rock, and like you said, last item at Mire. Oh, and technically Pedestal, if he finishes Mire.
Yeah.
Well, he has to finish Tower Hero too. He'll probably check it first, though. But I'm pretty sure he's gonna dip Thieves Town. I mean Turtle Rock before he's gonna go Pedestal.
Yeah, that would be pretty likely. You would do a whole lot before to entering Turtle Rock without Ice Rod, but not Pedestal.
So this is his second time around, so I think he found all the items. He's gonna go ahead now and go kill Pulsar. In cold blood. It's pretty violent game, actually.
Yeah, quite.
Alright, don't want to use bombos. I guess it's technically faster to use the fire rod. Oh, almost getting it set up there, but not quite. It's kind of ironic that the best strat against a big eye is to poke it.
Yeah.
Alright, so either back into Mire for Fricker or probably Turtle Rock. Maybe Spike Cave.
Yeah. Yeah, those seem like the options. He hasn't checked the tablets yet either, I guess, but...
Yeah, good point. There is that fungus. Buane happy finding 20 rupees right there. And oh, is it gonna be the... Well, it could be Ether plus Spike, or it could be straight to... Oh, come on, Super Speed. You can do this. There we go. Oh, nice.
Wow, very nice.
Straight to Turtle Rock. Here we go. If ice is in here, this is the winning move, basically.
Yeah, definitely.
Where? I guess it's only... We know that if it's not here, it's the last chest in Mire. Well, I mean on Vitreous. Or Pedestal. I think those are the only other options, because we know it's not the other places Fricker wanted to maybe go. Like, we know the tablets have nothing.
I don't think there's anything else left.
Oh, Fricker actually went through the Dark World up there. This is... Oh, he has already opened Turtle Rock, huh?
Alright, well, oh yeah.
Alright, so that was just some interesting routing. So he's gonna go and check that green pendant, and then I have no idea what he'll be doing after that. I know what I want him to do, though.
I think it's going to be either Mire or Turtle Rock.
Man, can you imagine a seed where both rods are in Turtle Rock?
Yeah. I've had it happen, but it's very unlikely. And it's a really bad feel.
Oh, wait, no. Oh, he's going back into Mire.
Yeah, he's setting up for the spooky action glitch.
Oh yeah, I was like, when you said, like, there's nothing spooky. There's... Oh, it's the name of the glitch.
But
but yeah, yeah, he's trying to. He's hoping that the. Well, yeah, no, that doesn't make any sense. I guess it's just old habits. So the only redeeming thing for Buane is if the ice rod is actually in here, and then he remembers to go to Hype Cave.
I hear on that. Because Turtle Rock is immediately fire rod locked.
Yep. So, percentage-wise, this is Fricker's game right now.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, they've pretty much done the same stuff, but yeah, skipping a location like that it's pretty insurmountable.
Indeed. Okay, Fricker's just gonna mirror out of there instead of trying to do something fancy. Everyone's favorite red block.
Yeah, Smart's pretty special item too.
Fricker almost going off the wrong bus stop there, but no, you can't do. You don't have the fire on. Oh, he already set it up. Oh yeah, he never switched. Yeah, his second time in there. Yeah, of course. I always forget about that. Well, it's only 50-50 ped if the ice rod is not in Turtle Rock. So it's probability-wise, ice rod should be in Turtle Rock, depending on the number of locations we know that are left. But it could still be on ped or on Vitreous.
Yeah, those are the other locations.
So that means that Fricker's gonna have to check that big key chest as well. Nice zero cycle there from Buane, so it's a quick Vitreous check. Oh no!
Oh boy. Okay.
If you remember Hype Cave now, please, then Buane is actually ahead.
Then we actually got a game. But it has to happen. I'm afraid it's not gonna happen.
Yeah, I'm afraid he's actually gonna go finish Tower Hera and check the pedestal. Okay, so he's gonna check the pedestal at least. And then he should really be scratching his head.
But it doesn't... Oh, never mind. Yeah, it can be on ped.
Because it could technically be in the first chest in Turtle Rock, and he'll probably check it if it's not on pedestal. But then after that, there's really no place that fire rod can be for Buane.
And Buane has finished off Harem.
Yeah, he has. He has done both items in here. He did the coffee break. Alright, what does he do now? Well, he's probably going to Turtle Rock, but after that, what does he do?
He's probably going to go back to Myers Shed first.
No, he's done Myers Shed.
Yeah, I know. He probably knows, but
Oh yeah,
again, there's a reason why he has Myers Shed as an emote.
So this is gonna lose him some time now. But then again, Fricker's gonna next time he comes to Turtle Rock, it's gonna be a lot faster for him. So
yeah.
Oh, and also Buane hasn't done Skullwoods either, so Fricker is
Yes,
still
yes.
technically ahead, I think.
Yeah, sure, he hasn't finished it, but he has.
Yeah, and he has to
all the
finish them
items.
off. He didn't have the fire rod, so. Alright, so there's only Laser Bridge left now. We know Ice isn't in here, so. So luckily it's fire rod and not ice. Oh crap, he fell off. That's horrible when that happens. But yeah, so he won't be in here for too long because it is fire rod locked quite quickly.
Yeah, and the first chest is a big key.
Very nice movement from Fricker in this laser room. So does Fricker have? I guess he. Yeah, Fricker did do Spike Cave. I think the only thing he has left is that Mire.
Yeah, the tablets and Mire.
Oh yeah, I think. No, he did. No, he hasn't done a single little tablet. Okay, so he might actually do that. I thought he did the ether tablet. Buane, where do you go now?
Yeah, now it's the sinking feeling.
Oh, where does Fricker go? Did he skip an item in ice?
No, just he hasn't done some flipper checks.
Yeah, Buane is thinking now, where can I go? He may be completely lost now. So we know, anyone tuning in, we know that Buane needs to go to Hype Cave. That's the one place he hasn't checked, and he's pretty sure he has checked it in his head. We have to assume it at this point. And he's checked basically everything else, so... Alright, where does he go?
That's not 4.
Oh, he's... No, was it... What?
That's... Yeah, okay. He's checking.
Well,
out
he's
spots now.
he's retracking his steps now at least, so that's kind of good. But here comes the Mire Shed check. Oh, he's pretty certain he actually didn't skip that, so he's... Alright, so Fricker checking the stuff that was flipper locked because he hadn't actually checked that. Oh, and maybe Fricker's going back into Hype Cave. Maybe he thought he forgot it.
He's going to check Bumpus tablet.
Yeah, true. Where do you go? Oh, no!
Stop baiting us. This honestly is the worst feeling, and yeah, it happens to anyone.
Oh, I think you may be remembering. Oh! This is... Maybe we got it, guys. And Fricker actually has to go through Myers, so if he goes to Hype now, we still have a race.
And you might go to Death Mountain first. Oh, I don't know. What's this?
Oh, Buane remembers!
He remembers!
Oh, he's so mad!
And there it is!
Yeah, he doesn't even need to check the rest. Saving some time, they're not having to do the entire hype cave.
Oh, this is going to be a race.
Okay, so now it's... Oh, well, he might... Oh, yeah, he should do Moth before Turtle Rock. Yeah, nice. That's good routing. But he can just go straight to Moth and kill him, which is fairly quickly. And now Fricker's probably going to check Head at this point.
That gives him less incentive to do Mire. That's pretty bad for him.
That's true, but he doesn't really have anything else after this, I think.
Yeah, he still has some Death Mountain stuff.
Well, yes, I don't know if he did Spike Cave or not. But yeah, no, Ether Tablet, I don't think he's done.
Yeah,
Well, he hasn't because he doesn't have the mushroom, so yeah. Alright, Buane can still do this. If he wins by forgetting Hype Cave for that long, that was insane. Alright, so Frigger knows that it's not a pedestal seed. Alright, so Frigger's going to Ether Tablet and probably Spike Cave if he hasn't done that. I'm trying to remember if he's done Spike or not.
Yeah, we'll see soon enough.
So by the time he's checked that, Buane is probably close to finished Moth, so that means that... Yeah, I think Buane is ahead now, actually.
And there's a difference between go moding, between having to still go for Turtle Rock rather than already having done most of it.
Yes, it's not big, but there is a difference. Depending on where the keys are, of course.
Yeah.
Sometimes you can skip like the big key, big chest and stuff like that.
Yeah, I'm not sure how the key layout was. I know that the big key was in the first one, but
there was a small key on Laser Bridge, which is always a bad sign. Alright, nice quick Moth fight there.
Okay, so he is still doing Spike Cave.
Yeah, he doesn't want to go back up if the mushroom is nothing. Yes, yeah, Buena's ahead now, because even though Fricker, like, if he actually goes to Mire fairly quickly and does Vitreous, he still has to go through Turtle Rock again, although it is a go mode Turtle Rock, and with all the doors open for him.
Wow. Oh, what a race.
Yeah, interesting turn of events right there. Man, if Buane hadn't, like, forgot about... Well, I don't know. Like, if he hadn't forgot about Hype Cave, maybe he'd never finished Mire the way he did. I don't know.
Yeah, because then you probably wouldn't go to Mire that quickly. You'd probably do Turtle Rock just like Fricker did.
Maybe it was a blessing in disguise. Alright, where does Fricker go now?
I really think he only has Mire left at this point.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. I don't... Wait. It's already checked pedestal.
I hope he doesn't... I don't hope he thinks he already has all the items out of Mire. That would be terrible.
Oh, that's a good point. Yeah, he's like, wait, I checked pedestal. Where is he going? Well, did he not check Lumberjack Cave?
Oh no. He might not have. Yeah.
Oh, what if... Oh yeah, no, well... I was like, what if this is an Agassiz? But we know it's not. Wow, so every single, like, location that Buane has gone to because he didn't check Hype Cave are the locations Frickers are checking now because of Ice Rod. So it kind of like... All that time we lost earlier doesn't really matter that much anymore.
Yeah. Oh, there we go. I think this is it.
But yeah, it's good of him to remember Lumberjack Cave, though. If you don't check Lumberjack Cave early on, you just completely forget to check it.
Yeah, this is why I usually do it right when I get boots. Just do bonk rocks, do lumberjack, because otherwise it's pretty hard. You orphan it, and when you isolate a location like that, it's really hard to get back.
Yeah, and it's really far away from anything.
I mean, we've had multiple of these situations this race. I mean, we've had like the bat for Buane that he almost isolated, but then he got the hammer, so he could link it with pegs. But it's so easy to just, yeah, get those locations out there.
Oh, it's so frustrating for Fricker, this room trolling him. Well, okay, finally gets it. But yeah, that's a good point. Very clean chomp room, or whatever those things are called. I have the best words to Lenny.
Okay, so Brain gets to skip the big key chest, and he will probably skip the big chest. We'll see. I don't remember if there was a small key in the big chest, but that could save maybe a little bit of time.
Oh, I thought he had done everything in here except Vitreous. Yeah, Buane can just steal the key because, yeah, he doesn't have to.
Yeah, I thought so as well. I guess he just built after finding the flippers.
So it seems. Oh, that's even worse for him. That means he has to go and do a bunch of checks before he's going to go to Vitreous. Yeah, Buene's gonna have to have a pretty horrible Ganon's Tower and maybe fall a couple of times fighting the pig in order for this to be close. Unfortunately.
Yeah. Okay, well, he's going there now. So yeah, it is going to be like a 6-minute difference at this point, I think.
Very nice strat there in that room from Buane, and also Fricker got that block quite easily. That is actually a bit tricky to find that perfect block location. Did he set up the glitch? I guess not.
Look like it.
The spooky one. Why is it called a spooky glitch?
Because it's kind of spooky how you shoot a fire rod somewhere else and it affects something at some other place.
I guess.
I mean, there's quite some names. I like Mire Rod.
Yeah, it's a really cool glitch. It's insane how they're still finding glitches.
Of course, a small key's in the last chest.
Oh, is this? Oh, wow.
Okay, so apparently spooky action at a distance is a physics term. I honestly don't know that.
Oh, there's some... Oh, okay. Okay, that makes sense then. Okay, so Fricker finally getting his ice rod, and he is in go mode at 1 hour and 48 minutes. I forgot to clock when Buane was in go mode.
I think it was like 140. He entered Turtle Rock at 143. So we are not on a speed gaming channel, so we probably don't have the official game. But you guys probably know what happens. What happens after the runner kills the final boss before Ganon's Tower. There are 22 locations in Ganon's Tower where the big key could be hiding, and it's your job to guess which one it will be. So put your guesses in chat, and we'll try to keep count.
Oh, we're gonna try and keep count of this? Alright. So where do you think it is?
I'm gonna go for number 14.
Oh, I'm gonna go for well, I usually say number 16, but that is usually in Behind Ice Armos, so I'm gonna say Behind Ice Armos because that gives me 3 chests to work with.
Alright, yeah, hedging your bets a little bit. I like
yeah,
it.
caster's privilege. Alright, so Fricker is in his way to finish Turtle Rock now. He's just gonna run through the whole dungeon and do it. Meanwhile, Buane is gonna go to Ganon's tower. With the power of friendship. Oh, I completely forgot about Pyramid Fairy, but Turtle Rock is a red crystal, so yeah no. Yeah. So what if the crystals represent friendship? That means that this is basically My Little Pony.
Okay, I'm gonna try not to think of that.
I'm sorry.
But Fricker entered Turtle Rock about 6 minutes after Buane, so he's going to have to catch up 6 minutes worth. I mean, he gets to do Turtle Rock quicker because he's already done a majority of it, so he doesn't need to get any keys. So he'll be getting like a minute or two, but that's still 4 minutes that you need to catch up in GT.
So we're gonna see a right side GT from Buane here. It's gonna be interesting. Don't see that too often.
Yeah, I feel like this is the safest play. If you get a key on the right side, just immediately check these 4 chests, because it only takes a minute to check, and it feels less painful to lose a minute up front rather than losing like 3 or 4 minutes when you go back to the left side and have to do right side later.
Yeah, that makes sense. He's not gonna go full right, it seems, getting that mirror out, so... Oh, we gotta keep count here, so that's 6? Yeah,
that's 6, yeah.
He's gonna grab a smoky hair, probably mirror out, and do left side. Yeah, there we go. Oh, I don't think I've ever seen Vicky on Torch.
The only time I see it is when I don't have the boots yet.
Yes, that makes sense. Such a great feeling. I didn't know you could push that block without actually activating that trigger.
Yeah, it's a tight window.
Yes, he did. Well, people can answer in chat much faster than I can. Oh, butter, that's nice.
Sword. Okay, so that's 11 chests.
Oh, my... Well, I said Ice Armors, I didn't say 16, so it works no matter where they're going. Which means it would be about one of the last chests in this routing. We're finding a whole lot of bombs.
No fireball room this time. Oh. These bags can be nasty.
Yeah. Boomerang strategies here are interesting.
Yeah, I love the boomerang strats here.
Alright, so I should have timed when Buane entered Ganon's tower, because then we could have had a nice little how many minutes. But I think it's
1:49:50.
4. Okay, so it's only like 3-4 minutes behind here.
Yeah, the quick and Turtle Rock helped quite a bit.
Yes.
But it's still sizable.
Indeed. It's gonna be difficult.
So 14 until 17. Oh, there it is.
Oh, 15, isn't it?
There
No,
it
that's
is.
14.
That was 14.
Alright, there we go. Did you know?
I'm so good at this game.
Oh, you did guess 14, huh? Congratulations, Arior. I feel 16 wasn't too far behind. Although I didn't actually say
It's the same.
16. I'll say 16 now, of course. Now that I know where it was. It's gotta be so weird for Buane though. Like he knows he spent so much time trying to find that fire rod, and his opponent hasn't like said he's done yet.
I mean, both players found their go mode at basically the last location.
Yeah, true. Alright, so we're gonna have the gauntlet for Buane now. These are a number of rooms coming after each other that are fairly difficult, and they get progressively worse.
Yeah, I mean, Ganon's Tower is beautiful in a way. That's just a combination of everything that you've learned in the game. It's just a perfect test of pure execution.
Another anthem to the game design.
Yeah, honestly.
So Fricker taking the exact same route, so he's gonna find it basically the exact same time as well. Unless he goes full right, which is actually really bad for him, because we know where it is.
Yeah. It would be a pretty greedy play as well.
Yes, indeed. Alright, so silver arrows. Let's see if he despawns any of them. No, very nice.
Perfect.
So if you dust the fairy the room before that pattern, which is quite nice that he got, won't show up, it'll be different, and that's going to make it a little bit more complicated.
Yeah, you don't want to. You really don't want to do that. Sometimes really, really low, you really have the chance not to. But you do spawn them all at the same time, which you waste too much time in the anti-fairy room.
So fairly clean Ganon's tower so far from Buane. And as I say that, he gets hit. But
stop jinxing it, man.
I gotta say something. But a sword too for Fricker.
Yeah, they're going to be equipped exactly the same. And they're checked exactly the same locations. Well, except for the 4 locations in the back of Hype Cave, I suppose, but okay, Brain's playing it safe, makes sense. Don't want to despawn the tower.
And they were both trolled by rods, so yeah, very similar. Did he hookshot the wall?
Yeah, no, I didn't.
That was really weird. No, the Fricker just used, I don't know what happened there, that was kind of weird.
Okay, full health, full magic, on the way to Molten 2. And then, only 2 bosses left.
No need or desire to hover there.
Yeah, he's baiting us.
So it's about 1 Ganon's tower climb between them. A little bit less.
Yeah, I feel that if Buane doesn't mess up, that yeah, he should be golden here.
Like, even if he takes the fall from Ganon, Butter and Silvers is fairly quick Ganon fight as well.
Yeah, it's kind of a change from what we said before, right? When we thought we might be stuck with Master Sword.
Indeed. So the swords were... It was Legend Desert, it was Thieves Town Green Pendant, Dusha Harslash.
Yeah, Argus.
Argus as well, yeah.
And Ganon's Tower.
There we go. Together we have all the knowledge.
Indeed. Nice Agative fight from Buane. Will be dropping his way to the pyramid. Fricker right behind him. Fricker having a really good climb so far. He switched to the normal arrows to reduce lag. Very heads-up play. I like it.
Huh. Interesting. Now that Aga fight is... It's not a difficult fight to complete and not die, but it is a difficult fight to do quickly and get the setups with a lot of balls at the same time.
Yeah.
You basically need a lot of balls to get a lot of balls. So
he tried to do the tempered strats, but it's so easy to clink that trident unintentionally. But yeah, with the gold sword, you only need to do 6 hits per phase. So he'll be making his way over to the first phase. Just 4 hits, and then another 4 hits with the silver arrows. And we'll have a nicely cooked steak.
Indeed. Mr. Ganondorf Dragmire will be defeated. I refuse not to use his full name.
It's acceptable.
Not gonna get the torch glitch, but it's... Oh, well, except for that.
He probably didn't even want to get torch glitch, because then it's easier to line up the hit correctly. But yeah, now it's kind of off sync.
Oh, I don't want to fall off? Okay, got it.
That'll be it.
All right, so Buane is gonna finish with an official time. Let's see. Let's get it up. Okay, so
1:39:34.
yeah, you got it there. Nice. So GG to Buane finishing this seed, all in spite of forgetting about Hype Cave. I think we're gonna, if it's okay with you, we're gonna let Fricker finish as well before we do the interview, since he's pretty close to complete.
Yeah, seems good.
Oh, he's gonna try and go for a hover. Oh, and he gets it. Giving us some entertainment at the end there. Very nice. Alright, so it's Fricker now is gonna fight Aga, and then he's gonna head down to Ganon himself. Actually, you know, I take that back. Maybe we should, maybe we could get Buane in here for an interview. You think that would be okay?
Yeah, I'm fine with it. Yo, Buane.
Oh, I need to click this button. Hey.
Oh.
Hey, everybody.
How are you feeling?
Thank goodness for Vitreous.
Yeah.
That had to be the key, right? Like that was.
Yes, that was the absolute last location Fricker was looking to find the ice rod. I think he checked everything else.
It was pretty much my last location, except I expected it to be the other rod.
Yes. So.
Yeah.
How did you? Well, I think I know how you forgot about Hype Cave, because you suddenly routed in that Bombos tablet.
It was the boots. The boots did it. I was planning on turning the purple chest, check the Bombos tablet, hit Hype Cave, and go to Pod. And I was really excited to see the boots. And then as I'm checking Bombos tablet, I'm saying to myself, hey, we got the boots in Desert to Crystal. Let's go clear that out. And obviously then I went to Pod right after that. And I should have checked Hype Cave on the way, but it was just a blank spot in my mind.
So what made you remember Hype Cave? Because we looked at like your little mental exercise as you were getting stuck.
Yeah, honestly, after I checked the pedestal and I was headed up to Turtle Rock, I'm saying, Fire Rod's probably not here. I've probably missed something. So let me start mentally preparing for when this is not the Fire Rod up here. And I was really just playing back my run in my head, where I went, where I might have missed some chests. Because it was kind of a weird beginning doing East Death Mountain, and there were a lot of bad options available early in the game, and one of them had to have the Moon Pearl or some other piece of progression. So there was a lot of orphaned stuff early. So I was trying to focus on, okay, what did I do in what order in the early game, and did I leave anything behind? And that's kind of when I was just autopiloting around the world, checking some greatest Buane hits of where I've left items in the past. And finally, I'm going through my Dark World route, and I get to the part with the boots, and I say, oh, I know what it is.
All right, and Fricker finishing with an official time of 2:02:47, and he's also in here. Welcome to GG, I guess is what we're going to say.
Yeah, GG to you, Buane. It was a good seed.
GG Fricker.
Well, it wasn't a good seed, but
It definitely was not a good seed.
Another one of these. Another one of these.
Yep, that's 2 games in a row where Ice Rod was in the last spot that I looked. So kind of stinks, but you know that's the nature of the beast. So
yeah, that was quite unfortunate, and seeing you guys go so many places. You were both blocked by Rod, but Buena's actually was Fire Rod was the last item he needed to go into go mode.
yeah, that's what I heard. He was telling me after we finished, and I think we both dipped out of Mire after Flippers.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's unfortunate, of course, right?
I thought about it, but you know, if I had the Fire Rod at that point, I don't think it made a difference. I can't imagine a world where staying in Mire there is the correct play after getting Flippers with everything that Flippers puts in logic. Even if you had sequence broke Ice Palace without the Flippers and you knew nothing was there, I mean, there's no way. Who would stay in Mire in that spot where both of us were? So it's got to be the right play. Just the seed was going to get us whatever we did.
Yeah, I completely agree with that. Like, I avoided Ice Palace just because I had no flippers for the longest time. I didn't want to fake flipper, hobo and see what was on island and all that fun jazz. So as soon as I found flippers, I'm like, okay, this has got to be the logic. Let's just dip out of here and hurry up and find Ice Rod wherever, either in swamp or hobo island or the fairy chests.
Yeah, exactly. 19 out of 20 seeds, that would have been the right move.
Right?
Just not this time.
Yeah.
But that's okay. It was fun, and GG's again.
I have a quick question for Buane. Do you think the fact that you didn't have the fire rod make it easier for you to go back to Mire?
Mire was basically the last place I had left except for Turtle Rock. So, and I was trying to put the pieces together in my head.
I think you did Thieves Town afterwards, actually.
It
No,
doesn't-
maybe
The first time I was in Mire, it was
No,
pretty
I
early.
meant the second time. But I messed up, sorry.
The second time was just the first chest in Turtle Rock left, and I didn't even check the pedestal because I was still missing 2 items. So whatever was on the pedestal, I was expecting one of the rods, but whatever was on the pedestal, I was going to clear out Mire anyway because there were really only 2 spots left. I wouldn't have done anything differently. I would have probably done exactly the same thing Fricker did if I got the early fire rod. Find nothing in any of the flipper and rod lock locations and never go back to Vitreous until it was literally the last possible spot. There's really, you'd have to feel like you were in such a terrible spot to stay there and get that ice rod, I guess. But there's no way. I don't see a way. In the first seed we did, I didn't really see a way to do that efficiently, and this one is another 150 9 2-hour seed. So we basically had practically carbon copies of how trolly these seeds wanted to be for these 2 games.
Well, they sure are testing you.
And this was actually, it wasn't even so bad. I mean, I don't know what route Fricker did early, but for a while the seed looked like it was going to be pretty straightforward until I just never found any rods.
Yeah, it felt good. I mean, I felt like I made some good plays early on. I mean, got the bow, and then I got flute, gold glove. Right away I was making some good plays, and unfortunately, I think the one item that I feel set me way back was hammer, because it took me way too long to find it on Bumper Cave.
Yeah, that was the one point where we were like, okay, so Fricker doesn't have the hammer yet, and Buane doesn't have the fire rod. When is the first one going to remember what to get? And
Right.
You did sequence break over to
Pod,
East. Yeah, to Pod, yeah. And so you had to double dip a couple of dungeons, and I think that was kind of the difference maker in the end.
Right.
I think Fricker, like you said, you had a better route earlier on, but then you had to revisit all these one-off locations that you actually skillfully skipped because of the ice rod. So then they kind of, all that time you had gained kind of lost again because of the ice rod.
Right. Yeah, that happened. Oh,
Yeah,
well,
that's
that's
random.
fine.
So sadly, you're out of the tournament right now. Do you have any plans speedrunning wise?
Yeah, now I can
Focus on
actually
NMG?
focus on NMG and not worry about rando. So that's a good thing.
Yeah. So do you have any goal time, like just 124 eventually, maybe even push through? Or
I'll
no
keep
set
pushing.
goal yet, just see what you can get?
My ultimate goal is top 10, and I know I can get there pretty easily. Well, I wouldn't say easily, sorry, but I know I can get there. But it's always funny in the speedrunning test for NMG. You think you can't get a time, and then when you finally do, you're like, well, there's so much other time saved. Let's just keep going.
Yeah, I know that feeling personally. It feels like, but this time isn't even good.
Yeah, we'll see what happens. I got a 126.50 right now, and I did choke a run that was 125 material, so I know I can get it. But yeah, that's my plans going forward, and appreciate you guys commentating, and thank you for the restream, and GG again to Buane, and I wish you the best of luck through the rest of the tournament.
Thanks, man. You were a tough opponent. You were definitely someone I didn't want to see early on. Someone who's got better execution than me by a fair margin is always scary. Just hit the exact wrong kinds of seeds, I guess, for that to come out in a short series like this. But keep pushing that at MG. Like, you're way ahead of me, and definitely the speed at which you've put up PBs. I've been paying more attention to the NMG scene since the NMG tournament, so you definitely can get that top 10, I think.
I appreciate it, man.
And Buane, yeah, you're in round 2 now. you'll be up facing the winner of Fant versus Lunchtime. How are you feeling about those opponents?
There's no easy wins in this tournament. Whoever I play is going to know how to win, and any win is earned. And, it's just you look down the bracket, you say, well, if I win this round, then I got to face one of these guys. And if I win that round, then I got to face one of these guys. And it can just, it can look really scary. So whoever I play, they're both very good players. I've seen them in a lot of races. They know what they're doing. I can't make a mistake and hope the seed is going to bail me out the way it did today. So that's something to focus on. But it's fun. My goal was just make the bracket. So anything from here on out, even this round, was just, gravy. Let's just see how far we can make it and hopefully put up some close, exciting races against, the best that Rando has to offer. That's all I'm looking for.
All right. Well, both runners, thank you for playing and participating. And anyone watching, make sure to follow Buane and Fricker on their Twitch. They have some great content. I frequently watch them as well. So.
Yeah, definitely. So at the moment, we already have 2 other races going on. We have Elminster versus Sion T on Speed Gaming 4, and Ganon's Gone Wild versus Crystal's Owen on Speed Gaming 3. Those are 2 pretty good matches. And Speed Gaming, in 18 minutes, we have Dragon Master versus Trojan Dude coming up. So be sure to tune in on some other races on the Speed Gaming and ALTTPR Randomizer channels. So be sure to give the channels a follow. And yeah, thank you guys for watching.
Indeed. I think we're going to wrap it up from here. And thanks again to both the players and to both the Speed Gaming and Link to the Past Rando community for making this happen. And thank you for casting me today, Arior. It's been a pleasure.
Yeah, been a pleasure. Hope we get to do it again sometime.
Indeed. All right. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye.